Sweet, sweet, sweet. Sweet victory. Yo, what's up, guys? How's
What's
everybody
up?
doing? Oh, man. Had a really difficult conversation with Dave about Drake, but we'll leave that for another pod.
Can you feel the tension on the couch through the screen?
It's terrible, 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 Dave. Terrible takes.
Terrible takes.
Terrible takes.
Terrible takes. Rhymes with Drake. She got cakes. I want to bake.
This is exactly what Drake raps like.
I know! And you're surprised I like it! Drake's got me through some hard times, but the reason for that is that I'm usually in my feelings.
I believe it. I believe it. I totally understand it. I get it.
I'm in my feelings, trying too hard. No one likes me.
Drake. Oh, disgusting. What's up, guys? We want to start off with saying rest in peace, OJ. Rest in peace, OJ. Orenthal James. Rest in peace. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's sad, but you know, I don't.
Sorry, Winston. For some reason, murder trial. OJ Simpson, like it's just coming in my head. I know it's not appropriate.
OJ's famous, man. He's famous.
I mean, I was just thinking of Future though.
Of course, man. You got to. It's the GOAT.
You know what other song that features has a banger is "My Blower," which featuring Juicy J.
Yeah, I didn't even know you knew that. That's crazy.
What's up, man?
That's old Future too. That's crazy. That's super wild.
But that was like.
It was alright. I'm not a Juicy J fan. Like, you know me.
I know, but I know you're gonna listen to Future, and you're not gonna not listen to it because
like I'm still pre 2016 still. Like I've kind of left everything behind. If I don't like actually like it.
Oh,
yeah. Like I don't like digging in the crates a lot. It's not my thing. I'm just like keep giving me new, update it. Like give me more sounds, give me different music, give me different looks, feels, beats, music videos. Always give me something different. I'm with it. I'm a roll with it.
in all due seriousness, rest in peace, OJ Simpson.
Yeah, seriously, rest in peace, OJ.
Thoughts to your loved ones.
But we're gonna talk about University of Kentucky making decisions out here.
Big Wildcat energy.
I didn't think they would do it, but
Sounded like it might be mutual.
hopefully. You would hope so. It sounds like hey, it ran its course, you know. So
It did run its course.
can't be mad about that. I wouldn't be mad about it. I'd just be.
Well, he's going to Arkansas.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a job. You can get a job anywhere. So I'm not like too like heartbroken over it. It's just that you would never think you wouldn't see him with Kentucky anymore.
I know.
That's a weird look. It is a little bit of a weird look.
He was there, 15 years?
Yeah, man.
To only have one championship in that amount of time with the players that he had, especially considering the success that he had at other schools before he got to Kentucky, is just a true testament to me that the one and done like collection of stars just doesn't generally equal NCAA championships.
No, they don't. I mean, they create great NBA stars for sure.
Well, I mean, I don't even know that that's true. It's just like the NBA stars have been going to that school.
Some of them, yeah, a larger part of the classes, yeah.
Because they're the blue chip recruits that people think are going to be in the NBA anyway. And
they're nice. Some of them are really nice.
I know.
I'm just saying, like if not, like bar Kentucky, some of the other schools that we know they got some. Like some of them are just that good. I guess I don't know. It's like we said it before. It's like, do you take the part of him that can keep bringing in number one high school recruits, or
those will be in Arkansas now, getting funded by
that's
Walmart.
So crazy.
Would you like University of Arkansas men's basketball scholarship from Walmart for $1 million a year?
Not from Walmart. Does it look different though? No, too. Also for a player, like think if you're number one, would you rather go to Kentucky or would you rather go to Arkansas? I mean, I hate it. No disrespect, Arkansas. I'm just saying, like.
I think money would mostly influence my decision. I think that if I was 18 again, I would think like, how big is the student body? How idolized?
You think
are the
players are
players?
thinking about that? You think they're thinking like, wow, what's the endowment here? Oh, I wonder how many dorms are on campus. Like,
I was just thinking about like how do you know like where the chicks are going to be the best?
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I just look at it. I just go like, I don't know if I'm going to Arkansas. I just don't know. But I can understand it from another perspective. Like if I'm a number one recruit, I'll never go without a meal.
Well, I think the truth about,
I'll get away with a bunch of more tickets.
I think the truth about John Calipari is that maybe is an underlying trait is I think he's really charismatic and probably is a good leader in the sense that he gets buy-in from his players and with the community. I mean, clearly he hasn't had as much success as you would want him to, and especially with we put him in this category of coaches that he's one of the best coaches, but really, like, can you argue that from a success standpoint other than winning percentage, which has been good since he's been at Kentucky?
It just
in general.
sucks though when you do that because then you have to bring up chips and say, I don't know.
It's like,
Dave. I don't know. How do you do that?
Do you consider him a Bill Self? Do you consider him a Coach K? Do you consider him a Bobby Knight? Do you consider him a Roy Williams? Do you consider him
if we're talking,
a Billy Donovan?
If we're talking W's,
Jay Wright?
If we're talking W's, just W's, I can say that. But he just doesn't have the hardware to back it up. That's all it is.
I agree that he doesn't have the hardware to back it up, and I think that that's because of the one and done like style.
Yeah,
didn't work, even though it seemed like a good idea.
But can he sell Arkansas?
Yes,
now? He can sell Arkansas.
Okay, this is how I think the SEC works, and maybe I'm wrong. But SEC big sports conference.
Okay,
lots of dollars in those conferences,
football and basketball,
and Arkansas. Maybe they're thinking we can never quite get there as a football team. This is our opportunity to step up the basketball side of things, and maybe we can become a Kentucky in the future. Maybe we can become a Florida. So I think
Arkansas. I think it just looks different on paper.
Let me put it this way: if Coach K said he was coming out of retirement and he was going to go coach at Arkansas, maybe I would think that the success at that school would be better than John Calipari going there.
Yeah, a lot better.
No, but I think when you think about like I don't think Coach K's got a John Calipari personality. I think his personality is what sells him to these schools so he can we're doing business.
Well, I guess that's my thing. It's like we know
he's like a salesperson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we know he can actually get the players, but you're gonna have
Can he rap?
But you gotta sell it, man. That's gonna be a hard sell, bro.
I think he's gonna. I think he'll have them.
Oh man, I don't know how you even look at that. Just like from an organizational standpoint, perfect. From me wanting to possibly play in the NBA future, they're not gonna see me in Arkansas, cuz.
I just disagree with you.
Okay.
Because and the reason I disagree with you is because you can pay players now. And I think that John Calipari in Arkansas, that Sam Walton Walmart money, no cap. We will give you money. We want you to.
We want you here. I get it.
We want you here, and in that case, he could convince some recruits to come his way.
Yeah.
And maybe there's players from Arkansas or the surrounding area that would have never considered Arkansas that would rather go somewhere else that might stay at home now because John Calipari and his charm coming into your front door. Hey, Mrs. So-and-so, your son, I can't promise you that your son is going to be the number one option on this team, but he will only be thinking about number one options for the rest of his future. Number one, come to Arkansas. By the way, $1 million a year just from Walmart. Have to come to the store 2 or 3 times to show face to the community.
Some promo. What do they do? The food vendor stations, or you give out a cup of food?
I just want you to think about what $1 million can do for your family here in the smallest place in the world.
Arkansas too. Ooh.
$1 million in Arkansas, dude.
Dave, you made me onto something. Nah. Hey, I might pull up to Arkansas if I'm
Bro.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the NIL deal makes it a lot different. It makes it a lot different.
Hey,
now.
man.
In Arkansas.
So in Arkansas? Yeah, I got you, didn't I? That's what John Calipari does. He just He gets everybody on the same team.
I think he can sell it. Like when you make it sound like that now, yeah,
And
I can.
you know
I can
what?
sell that. I can sell $1 million
Winston,
to a kid.
I stay scheming. Stay scheming.
God.
Oh, that's it when your idols become rivals.
Boo! We don't care, Drake.
Yeah,
Get
I
outta
keep
here.
forgetting that no one likes Drake except for me in here.
They jumping them, and I agree.
They jumping in.
I guess we can get to the national game. UConn Purdue. We didn't get to watch it, but all right, we watched it separately.
I actually watched it, but I guess we didn't watch it together.
Yeah, but UConn won. So now it's 6.
That's 6.
Six
and so
chips.
the numbers, I think it's 11 at UCLA, it's 8 at Kentucky, it's 6 at Carolina, it's 6 at UConn, and then it's 5
At Duke?
Yeah. And I think Indiana's 4.
Okay.
There might be another school with 5. But anyways, UConn is officially tied for the 3rd most NCAA
Gotta give it to him, man.
championships
Yeah,
ever.
gotta give it to him.
And all in the last, 30 years?
Yeah,
25 years.
I'd say 25. Yeah,
So I'm calling you a blue blood. And,
you gotta respect it.
And the same way that, maybe Arkansas is a school you don't see, like being
Oh god.
where it might go. But UConn just came into the college basketball scene.
But you gotta-
Big East, they're not an ACC school. They're not a Big Ten school. They're not a
Yeah,
Pac-12.
yeah, but see, I wouldn't even think about it like that. Like if I'm a player going to UConn or even Purdue, whatever, like there's a little more visibility compared to Arkansas. So it's like,
Well, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I would think even like you're going to the top school. So like take like UConn and UK. So then you go like, oh, do you want to play at a school with other number 1 athletes and then you have a chance to win a national championship, or would you rather go to a system, a place where we do X, Y, as and O's and X? You know what I'm saying? Like this is we're business casual, Monday through Thursday. You know what I mean? So it's like, like seriously.
Wait, listen, you just said, I know what you mean. I'm not really following.
But no,
which school is the business casual Monday through
UConn.
Thursday?
I'm saying like UConn, like any Big
They have a
Ten.
system,
yeah, like,
X's,
yeah,
O's.
it's like Big Ten, Big East, stuff like that. Like it's like
yeah.
So it's like you're coming here to do actual business, or you're coming here for on a scholarship, or you're coming to get a degree, whatever.
Well, I think to me it's like I didn't always expect UConn to be there, but now they're always there. Same thing with Gonzaga to a lesser extent.
Yeah, they're just more hype than anything.
Gonzaga is.
Yeah, they're
But
a little more hype.
UConn
Even Purdue's a little hype too. So
and
I'm
they're
not mad at it because my man, what is his name, Edey or Edey? Like, yeah, bro, he's the truth.
Yeah,
He's nice.
He's a great. Like maybe you could even compare him to other great college big men and say that he's the best. But
Right now,
even with
now.
Clingan on him, he just put on a show.
He did too, man.
And when you think about the NBA, I'm thinking about for Edey because I think there's no way an NBA team's not going to take a chance on him.
Okay, but is he? Are they going to give him a fair shot in the NBA?
But okay, put it this way: I don't think anybody's building their future team around him.
Okay,
but I think there will be several teams thinking, even if he's just a bench guy,
so he's just an added piece.
It's kind of like you can put him into a rotation where you're trying to exploit another team that doesn't have like much size in the middle. For example, let's just say that he was on the Lakers right now,
Okay,
and they were playing Golden State in a 10-9 game, and then you put Edey on the floor for like 15 minutes and go to him the whole time, try to get someone in foul trouble, just exploit the middle because they can't guard it.
See, you're talking about with somebody like an AD. So
no.
but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Talk about it with a team that doesn't have a big, and that's where you would have to figure that out. Because again, I'm not saying he can't score. I'm not saying he's not able to rebound. I'm not even saying he may not be able to throw a pass or two. I think it's about giving him an actual fair shot to develop, to grow. But what team gives him that shot?
He'll get that shot, but I don't. What I'm saying is, I'm not sure if him being on the court all the time wouldn't be a liability for your team. But if you're thinking about it, matchups like in baseball, I'm bringing in a lefty because this batter's righty, and I'm trying to get an advantage. Like he could be like in your rotation for certain purposes, and maybe even if you played him with an athletic power forward that can kind of make up for his deficiencies, like switching on to players. So,
what do you do? Do you do more pick and rolls or do you do more screen pops? Like, what are you doing? Because I'm trying to figure, like, if he's playing in the paint, like, he has to play against some people his size.
You need a 4 that doesn't need to be in the paint as well. So think about Anthony Davis. Like, Anthony Davis would probably prefer not to play in the paint. And he could be out on the wing. And if you go to a team, like, let's say that the Rockets could draft. I don't think that would be their best pickup.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
But you could put him on the floor. You got Jabari Smith playing power forward, who's like 6'10" and very athletic. Or with not with a Giannis. He wouldn't work there. But with Bam in Miami.
That might work. That's a little more high-powered offense.
Bam,
he's used to doing more in transition than anything.
Like, if you're worried that Edey can't guard someone, Bam could guard him if they're on the floor at the same time.
I would love to see him and Clingan. I would love to see it.
No, Clingan's going to go in. I think it's clear that Clingan is not currently as good at basketball as Zach Edey. And sometimes I think when we're talking about professional sports, it's not like who's the better player. It's like who fills a need for more. And
that's where our Bacot argument comes from. That's what I'm saying. It's like, just because you don't have an offense doesn't mean you don't have a place here.
Okay. I think being a big man, and there are just so few big men in the league anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, back in the day, there might have been like 5 positions on a team for big men.
Okay.
Like, including your power forwards, or 4 positions. And yeah, he could be in the league in that case, but now it's like they don't carry big men the same way.
But you don't honestly think I'm not even trying to compare him and Edey or even give him and Burns a competition. I'm just saying, just because you cannot be consistent in scoring doesn't mean you can't have a place or be a role player or even a potential star for the team. You just don't know until things flourish. Again, 5th-year senior, agree with you, kind of unheard of these days. So I agree with that. I just think that you can make a good case about somebody that's saying the same thing about DJ Burns. Like, he ain't gonna do all that in the NBA.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I think the NBA, like, where Armando Bacot is a really good college player and stands out, like, athletically in most matchups, like, he's not going to stand out in the NBA with his athleticism or his size.
And Edey will.
Well, Edey's 7'4" and is like an offensive tornado. Like, he can go over either shoulder. Like, Armando isn't in the same, like...
Yeah, visibility. Again, I understand the offensive. I totally get. I guess that's just where I'm like, it's not always, if I'm on a team, like, it's sort of like we always said before, if you're not on a team where you don't have to shoot the 3-pointer, like when we were talking about Z, or even having a mid-range like Z, like, you don't need to do anything else but do that one thing we're telling you to do.
Well, I think we're really circling around the fact that we already put a hookah on this. And I still think he's not going to get drafted. And it's not because I don't
Do you think DJ Burns will get drafted before he does?
I don't think DJ Burns will get drafted before him.
Ooh.
No. And it's kind of the same argument. I think DJ Burns is probably a better offensive player than Armando. Would you agree?
For sure. I can agree with that. Yes.
So, but if Armando had his skill set and was 6'11" and 250 pounds, I would say he would be a lottery pick.
Yeah, and I think that's what I'm saying about Burns. I think Burns can get drafted before Bacot, but I think Bacot will get drafted at the end of the day.
But I think for DJ Burns, the reason he's not going to get drafted, to me, is that he doesn't have a position in the NBA. Because he's 6'7", and maybe 6'9". Let's give him that. But like, his lack of athleticism and mobility would be an issue at the next level. And I think Armando's lack of an offensive game makes him not one of the better options for the remaining big men left in the lead.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I said,
he could be food out here.
dude.
I
I
mean,
think
you
in
never
the
know.
'90s or even in the '80s, he would have had like a 7 to 10 year NBA career if he wanted one.
Really.
Yeah, because back then basketball was different. But
I guess so.
at the same time, I mean, he's 24 years old. I
I,
don't want to just sound like I'm hating on him,
no,
but
and I
like,
feel you. I get it. Age plays a
and
factor
it's like
too. It does.
each team only gets 2 picks for the entire draft. Do you want to take, like, what do you want to try to build, and like, how does this person fit into our system? And I guess what I will say is Armando, he would, I think, be able to go and be on a team and play in the system. So maybe he could play in the NBA.
Yeah.
But I just don't think he's got the offensive upside to like do a first round draft pick on him.
Yeah, it's interesting even seeing like Flipkowski's name on the list too as well. So it's a shooters league, bro.
Yeah.
It's a shooters league. But then I'm also still thinking like you need bigs that can grab rebounds. Like there are bigs who can't grab rebounds, and it's sickening. It's almost like a cardinal sin. How are you anything above 6'10" and can't grab a rebound? Why is Devin Booker boxing you out? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird to me. I don't know, dude. Bigs in the NBA now are a little suspect. They're a little suspect.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's the league's different now though.
It's super run and gun.
It's hard to like compare like college players because I think I heard that the last time there were 2 centers over 7 feet, it was like Olajuwon versus Ewing.
Oh wow, Jesus!
So it was like an old school game to have
Yeah.
2 centers like that.
Yeah, I mean it's even like with Wemby, man. Too. It's like the NBA is getting very just super high scoring,
Strange times.
like like letting calls go.
skill.
Yeah, but it's like super technical, like everything's
It's
strategic
evolved.
now. It has. I guess these high scoring games are wild. They're wild to me, dude. 230, 220, like total points.
I know.
Like every game is 122 points.
It's interesting.
Every game is 122 points for each team. Like it's just like what? Like what? I don't know, dude. I'm entertained, yes, but at the same time, integrity,
Yeah.
all
right.
fouls.
So, at the risk of causing another scuffle between us,
Uh-oh, here comes problematic Dave.
what do you think? What's your takeaway from the women's national championship? South Carolina versus Iowa and Caitlin Clark.
All right, I'm picking a side. Still Baby Wardell. Doesn't matter. It is going to be a great time for her in the WNBA as long as she plays regular. Not saying jack up threes, but just be a ball player. Because she's proven it. 2 games doesn't say anything. And losing a national championship doesn't say anything. In your legacy.
Do you think that there's a contingency of people that were super happy to see her get locked up?
Every single SEC player. Every last one of them.
So because I had to reflect in the game.
It was a hard-fought game, man.
Not being a basketball expert, but just really paying attention to her and hearing the Steph Curry comps. Her handle's weak. I'm sorry. Like I don't mean to cause us to scuffle.
I think again, it's like maybe you just haven't seen the highlights. I think you're judging her based off of possibly 4 games, and you've never seen her for 4 years.
Okay, that could be true.
Okay,
but at the same time, the last game I saw her play, she got her pocket picked.
cool.
So what I'm saying is that's got to change, I think.
I believe that Caitlin Clark has an average turnover rate for any college women's player.
Do you think that there's any room for her to improve her ball handling?
Yes, there's
Okay.
there's even room to improve her shooting.
Yeah, I think my takeaway is that she is fantastic. I think
Super,
she
man.
put up
Super.
kind of crazy numbers in spite of the fact that I think it's fair to say her team was outmatched.
They were. It was the team. Again, you can't just look at her as a 5-man band. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's legitimately doing her job to the best of her ability, dog.
So what I was going to
I can't give you 40 every night.
what I was going to say, because some of what I've heard is when she gets to the next level, she's going to see guard play like that every single night with someone who could pick her pocket the same way.
I will totally agree with you. But again, I'm not saying she's coming in like a LeBron. She's just coming in as a rookie. We gotta stop crucifying the rookies. We got to.
What I was going to say is, I think when she gets to the next level, her teammates will be better. And so it will kind of amplify her gameplay just by being around better players. So what that means is more assists, fewer turnovers. It will be better shots because maybe you're going to have to guard her way out there. I mean, that's pretty clear. But if there are 4 other players that can punish you, or are the rest of your 4 players going to be able to beat the 3 players remaining on defense, since you're doubling me way out here?
Once Indiana gets her, man, again, I got a rookie star big, now I got a rookie star guard.
So what I'm saying is,
it's over.
I think if she really works on her ball handling, which I just don't see a world where that's not something already going.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, it's like that's what I'm saying. So it's like you can use the word exposed. Cool. I'll whatever. I'll let you get away with that. That was fair. She did not play her best, but nah, dog. She's still her. You can't do that.
I think her upside is really high to be an all-time great WNBA player.
Yeah, and see, my thing is like, just because she's not the GOAT, just because she didn't win a chip, I get it. But no matter what, wait till she gets in the WNBA with a better team.
To me, that will solidify that argument about
everything.
Basketball.
It's a very high upside for Indiana to really like be a competitive team now. Like, I'm not saying they weren't before, but I get a really, really good rookie guard, and I already got a rookie of the year center, or I'm sorry, power forward. Yo.
Yeah, I think so. To me, if you were going to compare players only by their college careers, then you could say Michael Jordan was one of the best players, but he wouldn't be better than other college basketball players, just if you're comparing them in college. But if you look at the NBA, he was really able to like play outside of the system he was in and really shine. And I think what Caitlin's been doing is almost kind of the opposite. She's been shining because like her talent is so like high level, but at the same time, like the team she's on doesn't have the best recruits on it, like a UConn or like a Tennessee, like an LSU.
Sorry guys. We had to get back right real quick. Dave, again, exposed. No. Great team she's going to. The WNBA is going to thrive. I can't wait to actually watch a WNBA game, seriously. I just can't wait. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to watch.
Seriously, man, I think this is like I want to see Angel Reese out there. I want to see her ball. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see good basketball. I guess my question is that who's the who, as some of the other players are getting just a tad older. Like, yeah, you still got Brianna and everything. Cool. Because she's nice and she's tall. So it's like, how does somebody like Caitlin, who's necessarily I wouldn't say an undersized guard, but just on the smaller side.
I don't think she's super undersized. She's like 6 feet tall, right?
Yeah, but that's for
a point guard. I think that's fine.
Okay. And
it is kind of crazy though that we have this conversation about the NBA. It's like which players other than Isaiah Thomas and Steph Curry have been 6'3" and led their teams to titles.
Yeah, like that.
So, but it is kind of crazy to think that we think 6 feet is short for a woman now.
Well, I mean, and if we're talking in a professional league,
that's what I'm saying. It's crazy because
I mean, we still do it to people like Isaiah Thomas, Nate Robinson, Muggsy Bogues, like anybody who's like not really like a very tall individual who you would think would play basketball. You go like, well, isn't it? Because they said the same thing about Steph Curry. Like you're undersized. Like
okay, so here are some names I'm gonna just throw out: Chris Paul,
okay,
Derrick Rose,
D Rose, 2012,
John Morant,
Big Jaw. But Ja can jump out the gym though. Like if you think about all these people have a superpower. Like if you really
Allen
think about
Iverson.
it, superpower.
Shout out AI.
Yo, AI, the statue. Not gonna lie, they robbed you, but still looks good.
And also, as a person that you don't know, I just want to say that in an alternate universe, I would have loved to see what your football career would have been if you had played football instead of played basketball.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Like, I still want your basketball career to exist. I just want to know what the football career
what it would look like. I mean, any of them. If you think about it, like
AI, I never saw any of his football footage, but just him going from side to side with his crossover, you know he's got to be impossible to tackle as like a punt returner.
Yeah, probably
like one of those guys
Devin Hester,
super twitchy. Like you just can't stay in front
of him. Who was the other one? Something Hall. So yeah, like Devin Hester or Hall, D'Angelo Hall. Yeah, that's his name.
Did you watch the Miami Hard Knocks?
Yeah, I watched all the Hard Knocks.
Remember when they were talking about their coach and how in order for them to sell their like juke more, he showed them AI crossover.
Yeah, man.
And that
but it's real. It's like even like what's his name, McCoy. He used to say the same thing. It's like I watched Barry. Like Barry showed us how to actually shift. So it's like. It all comes down to the same thing. Like you could take things away from basketball and apply them to football. I just think Allen Iverson changed basketball forever. Like in general,
he's the man.
Like he legitimately changed. Like, but he changed it on the court and off the court. Like that whole I'm gonna wear a suit to the game. Nah, we're not doing that. That's why you get to see people like a LeBron James or a Russell Westbrook or James Harden dress weird. Pause. But just like, you know what I'm saying? Just be able to not just so, stuffy and everything. Like it's business. We're doing business around. Business casual. Like nah, man. Allen Iverson really changed the game, even with the headbands. I remember I had a headband. I had the arm thing. I had the sleeve. Like, look, man, stop it. We was out here. Man, Allen Iverson, you deserve it, dog. You deserve it. That and so much more.
Yeah. So I don't think she's undersized at point guard in the WNBA. I think her athleticism is a little suspect.
Who said she was athletic, though?
I know, but I'm saying, like, if you think that any of the turnovers she had in the national championship game had to do with someone being more athletic and being able to pick her pocket, then I don't think that's going to get better in the WNBA.
You are, again, I'm going to say this again, you're judging off of 4 games and not 4 years. She's not like some turnover magnet. It's just, under pressure like that, I can see perfect example. LeBron James, Miami Heat versus the Dallas Mavericks. 6 turnovers in a quarter.
Wow.
Like this
conversation just went to a totally different part of the basketball universe.
But
I'm here for it.
But I'm just saying, man, like again, like turnovers are always going to be a bad thing, but you're judging off of high anticipation type games where stuff can happen, where pressure is there. It's understandable. Regular season, it wasn't like that. That's all I'm saying. Like for you to maybe like continue pounding that in, like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Wait, what did you say?
Nothing. But it's just, I don't know. I'm looking at Caitlin as a potential instead of a regret for a team because, yeah, she'll have to get her handles up. But I think just her being able to guide the floor, actually make assists, and even give her team good looks so she could come off the screens. Like, yeah, man, like, I don't know, dog. She may win Rookie of the Year next year and really be her.
Yeah, I'm not doubting any of that. I feel like I'm speaking the amateur basketball fans' version of what would be considered weaknesses on her draft profile.
Yeah, I guess, like, I don't know. Would you, if you were scouting her, let's say you've been watching her for 4 years, would you put that on there?
I would put, if I was doing like an honest draft review that considered everybody's.
You could probably say she needs to have more defensive awareness. I would not bring up necessarily turnovers specifically on my paper.
Okay.
Like,
so for out of 10, the evaluation of her as a point guard, one of those is passing ability, which I think would be towards the top of the rating.
Yeah.
Given what I saw.
For sure.
And which I think is what gives her a lot of upside on the next level.
Yep.
Is because beyond her ability to snipe,
but she can score. Like, again, like that's what the WNBA score. Doesn't have. They don't have a lot of scores.
She can also distribute. So you comparing her to LeBron is pretty apt.
No. I wasn't doing that. I was comparing just the turnover rate. That's all I'm saying. In under pressure situations in play, like he was in playoffs. I'm just
saying, like, if I'm going to give her a 10 rating on shooting, a 10 rating on passing, I can say that she's like a 6 with ball handling. That's all I'm saying.
A 6.
That's all I'm saying.
I'll let you get away with that. I guess a 6. All right. That's all right. Cool.
Man, this man loves Caitlin Clark on the fantasy point couch, bro.
No, man, because it's like,
wow.
I don't know, man. It's like I just wouldn't grade so hard after seeing 4 years of what she's done. Like, if you just want to just put a chink in her armor, that's cool, bro.
You love Caitlin Clark like you love Future.
No, you do the same thing for LeBron James. Anytime somebody brings anything up, you go like, LeBron in 1980 would kill everybody. Like, I'm like, bro, get out of here. Like,
if we were on a couples therapy couch right now.
Oh my God, what would they say?
And our fans were the therapists, they'd say, you totally just impersonated him and took away his humanity. Is that what I sound like to you?
That's exactly what you sound like to me.
Oh, he's verbally abusing me.
Nah, man. Again, I put a chink in armor. Cool. What would be another necessarily down bad thing? Because I would say it would just be her driving to the basket more. Like, if she, and I wouldn't say necessarily use the word take less shots, but take less 3-point shots and maybe move that into how you drive the ball to the hole, maybe more. That's it. So, like, turn 5 more of those 3-pointers into you going to the hole more. I think you can do a lot more damage than what you think. That's what I say.
We just wanted everyone to know that Winston's available for coaching, consultation.
This guy.
If you're trying to get better at a sport.
If you want to, man. I make great picks, too. Come on now.
If you need someone to give you advice on gambling. Hey, North Carolina.
Oh, God. Who are you impersonating?
Hey, North Carolina.
Oh, God.
Gambling's legal.
Gambling is legal now. I bet on what was it? It was like a random soccer game, too. It was so wild. I was like, there are no more live games. Let me just...
You are so depressed. You go through a seasonal depression.
Well, no, you know why? You know why? Because I've been betting on Milwaukee, and it's been so bad for me.
So that's why you don't like Milwaukee now.
No. This is way before that, dude. They're. Oh my God. This is not even on the board, guys. This is not even on the board.
What board?
Milwaukee is not a contending team.
They're really not.
They are in the exact... Yes, Damian Lillard adds a little bit of oomph, but it hasn't been enough. I want to say, and I would like to apologize and be like, okay, it may be Doc Rivers. It may be. Or I'm willing to take the other side of this, that if it's not Doc Rivers, then maybe Damian could be the problem. And that may not be a bad idea, guys. I'm just saying.
Well,
it can only be one of the two. They are 1-6. They are 1-6 right now in the last 7, bro.
And the East isn't great.
Yeah, like I don't. Ooh. Yeah, them getting to a finals, man. Giannis is. I don't ever like calling it a fluke, but I have to because Dave makes me so angry. But yeah, man, it looks a little funny in the light. It looks a little funny when you put it in the light sometimes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, the truth of the matter is, we'll look at it however we look at it when all is said and done. It's like, if Giannis only wins that one title for whatever reason, then we'll just think of him as like another. We won't think of him like Isaiah Thomas, will we?
No, because Isaiah really like put the team on his back though, and the Pistons were different, bro. Like again, it's like he didn't have a story, and I bring that up a lot, but he just didn't have a story.
Let me ask you this: if Giannis doesn't win another title, we will not think he was successful in his career. Is that right or wrong?
Yeah, no, I agree with that because
that would be an underachievement.
No, yes, and I would say that because if you are, and God, I hate to even bring him up again. It's like we look at Giannis like he's baby LeBron to a degree. Like he can just dominate the paint, go up and dunk whenever he wants to. However, you know what I'm saying? However, his numbers don't give me that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like if he never wins another one, but his numbers just, again, look a little funny in the light.
Really hate to see it.
Yeah, man. Was it a good idea for him to stay? Should he have left?
It's easy to say that you should have left.
Before, well, yeah, and before winning a chip too. So imagine if he left and didn't get the chip.
All right, real talk. If Giannis could all of a sudden be added to any other team, like
in the East,
put Giannis on the Knicks right now.
Ooh,
are they the favorites?
Period. Off top,
front, including the West.
No, but again, I think the Knicks would be top East.
Period. It would be them, the Celtics, and the Nuggets in the conversation.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so what if he was on the Kings?
Depends. Only reason why I say I think it depends because the West is a really deep conference. So it's like, it's hard to, I can't say he won't be who he is or anything like that over there. I'm just saying like maybe the team may still be 7th, 8th seed, really. Like I think the only reason that they are a 2 seed even now is one pre-Doc Rivers, but then also as well just how Giannis is, his capability of playing. So never take that away from a player, but again, it look a little funny in the light, dog. It just do. It look weird, dog. Come on, we gotta be honest. We just gotta be honest. I am not saying Giannis is a him, y'all, but dog, that one ring looks a little funny in the light when you ain't gotta really play against nobody.
So this is what I think. I think he'll win another championship
With Milwaukee.
Not necessarily. I don't think that this is the last time he's won a chip, though.
Okay, I can see that. I'll totally concede to that. I just don't think Milwaukee will get another chip with Giannis.
I do think that he can be the best player on a championship team.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's even like honestly, give me Giannis and Paul George. Oh my God. I would even take that. Seriously, he obviously needs, and again, don't take this the wrong way, a better Rodney Hood, right? I would need somebody to play like Dame if I'm just going to a different team. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I would totally take that. Now I can take, if I don't have a point guard, I'll take a small and a 2, and I'll just play the 4.
I think that he would be interesting on any team that had a scoring guard, like a point guard.
That's the whole reason they got Dame. I just
Imagine him and Kyrie.
they tried to do it in Boston too. It was so sad, man. I felt bad for Kyrie when he went to Boston.
Him and Jalen Brunson.
That'd be a nice little tandem. But Luka's giving him life right now, dog. Seriously, I know we've been talking about it a lot, but Dallas looks like contenders, bro. I'm sorry. I do think that we will see the best of each side literally when it comes down to the conference finals, because again, that's really going to show you who's running things or whose teams have been doing what to prepare for what against two, because this whole play-in thing too, teams have to now play for that. Like they have to do you think it switches up drafting? Do you think it switches up rotation? Do you even think it switches up they don't want people to sit down, but do you think it comes with the load management? That play-in thing throws a lot of stuff off in the NBA because it's not regular 1 through 8 no more.
Yeah, I mean, I think it puts more demand on the top half of the league.
Yeah.
Because you automatically have to, for example, I guess as close as it is now, I think there's just a couple games that separate the 7 to 10 in the West.
Yeah.
But, another 10 seed on the other side that's 5 games out, they'd have no motivation to even try to compete. And I think that's what was happening. And you had teams that were getting a little closer to tanking. I think this keeps everybody more competitive longer. And it also punishes...
Competitive how?
Well,
because where's the motivation if you are playing just to try to get in, but I get kicked out?
Because I think it's motivation in a competitive division. Or
a 10 seed should never sniff the playoffs, Dave.
No, but check it out, though. They're only 2 games away from being the 6th seed. No, maybe they're more than that at this point. But why wouldn't you want to make the playoffs?
I agree with you. But then you're basically
it just allows more teams to battle for it.
True, but I feel like we would not see LeBron in the last 2 years if it wasn't for that.
Well, I mean, but that adds.
That's all I'm saying.
That adds to the intrigue of the game.
A 9 and a 10 seed should not sniff the playoffs.
Maybe you're right, but
yeah, because I'm what was wrong with it before?
Think about it though. Go back. Okay. Do you remember when LeBron was usually on one of the top seeds, throughout mostly the first half of his career?
I'll give you that.
But then it's he realized at some point that you didn't have to be the 1 seed if you're going to be the best team. And you would see it he was a 4 seed in Cleveland that one year.
Sounds very conspiratorial, Dave.
I know, but what I'm saying is he realized he's not going to work really harder than he has to get the outcome that he's looking for, which I think it's not surprising that they're in the 10th, they're in the play in the last 2 years because they've had a lot of injuries, but
they have,
but also it's they've also really played some games with chemistry by just basically switching out their roster. Since LeBron's been there.
What number are they, Dave?
They're 10.
Thank you. That's all.
All I'm saying is they were in the plan last year and they were in the Western Conference Finals. I think they're playing chess.
Can we?
I don't think they're playing chess well.
And again, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, dude. It looks weird and it feels. It almost. I don't want to use the word rigged. It just feels orchestrated, and that's what that's why I don't know, dude. I'm just 1 through 8. 1 through 8. What are we doing here? Again, I know we're trying to make the game exciting. Oh, the play-in, man, makes it, because again, it's even the NBA players say, why are we doing the All-Star game and we don't even get any perks from it? I agree with that. They should.
Well,
especially to put on the show. You're asking me to put on the show.
All right, check this out. Let's see if this makes you feel any better about it. So let's say that the Lakers finish 10.
Okay.
And then they win against Golden State. and then they play in the consolation game against the 8th seed, and they lose, and they miss the playoffs. And then people talk shit about them for a few weeks, and then you hear like all the speculation about what's going to happen in the offseason if LeBron hasn't signed an extension by that point. And it's just, you get what the games you play. Like,
but guess what? It won't matter anymore once LeBron is gone. That's what I'm saying. Like, this seems not rigged, but orchestrated to make the NBA more,
where he can still be successful.
I wouldn't even say successful. Just be seen on TV.
The NC tournament.
Because again, we need
in-season tournament.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, again, like, I'm not a dummy, but I'm also a sports fan. I do like it because it's more sports on TV. It gets.
I know.
You're supposed to be competitive,
They're
but
just trying to get the views.
Yeah, they're just trying to get the views. I don't know, dude.
I want to watch.
I want to watch it, but it just doesn't seem fair.
All right,
that's all I'm saying. Just a 10 seed should not be sniffing the playoffs.
So who's it unfair to though?
The players.
Which players?
The players that are number 1 through 8 on a team that legitimately has a good running record.
I know, but if you got a good winning record, then you'll have a home court advantage. You'll have higher seeding. You'll play the worst teams in the playoffs.
Of course, no. Again, yeah, I completely agree with you.
So their advantage is still there.
But no, it is. But it's. This is not college ball, dog.
It's chess, man. It's professional sports.
I don't know, dude. It just. I love the sport. Love the sport. I just don't. I don't like the whole let's make them play 2 more games than they have to. Like, it's a 4-game series. You're kind of already you get what I'm saying too. It's like it's still not fair because they're not.
It's fair because they didn't play better in the season to get those games off by being a 6 seed. So it does provide extra motivation for the 7 and the 8 seed.
That's too much chess, bro. You get what I'm saying?
What do you want to do? Play checkers?
No, I just want it to be 1, 8,
y'all
2, 7. Like, come on.
I've been spending a lot of time with Winston, and I think he could be the old guy in McDonald's.
Oh, I'm totally that guy.
But you're also that guy that is. Yeah, I blanked. Edit that out. That was bad.
Oh man, that was funny. No, Dave, I get it. I'm excited for it, but it just.
Oh, that's where I was going. You're going to be in the park playing checkers.
I love how you brought that back.
I found it.
I don't know, man. I want to see it. I don't think the Lakers are gonna make it through. This isn't like a healthy LeBron season, unfortunately. That ankle injury is.
No, I think we're all trying to hold on to something it's leaving us sooner than
it is. It is a lot of look. A lot of us are just like 4 more years, LeBron. Oh man. Yeah, man. We are just waiting for LeBron to just, we just want 4 more years. That's all. We just want 4 more years. Sorry, guys. We had to come back because something happened with the viewfinder. But, yeah, man, 4 more years of LeBron, man. Hopefully. I don't think it's going to happen. That man is, 38? He's 38. Or 39 now. Like, it's crazy, man.
Man, you got to enjoy it. You got to appreciate it. Life is happening each day.
He's still playing at the highest level. No, he's just playing at the highest level, and it's wild. It's so wild.
Yeah. Never seen it before.
Super wild, man.
I'm just going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Just the same way he's enjoying it. You want to run the tape for him again? Sideline LeBron.
Look, man, I love LeBron. I don't think the Lakers are going to go. I just want to see what happens, guys. So I just want to see what happens. But
yeah, one thing's for sure, I'm going to be watching some of the games.
Yeah, that's for sure, definitely. At least and now, to be honest with you, I want to see Devin Booker versus Fox. I want to see that. I would love to see that. So
2 Kentucky guys.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be real interesting, man. You got anything else for him, Dave?
I just wanted to. I wanted to look at the monitor and say to all of those of you watching, thank you. And please subscribe. Hit the like button.
You got the camera.
And tell your mothers. Thank you.
No, thank you guys. Appreciate
God
y'all.
bless.
God bless.
We
out.
We're out.